Professor Fred Ogola, one of the commissioners for People's Restorative Justice Commission. Yesterday was an eyewitness to what happens inside Quickmatt OTC supermarket. I went right inside. The policemen were all over the place. They were not allowing people to access the area, but even walk in that street nearby. We ate a lot of tear gas, but with a lot of resilience, I managed to get up to inside the supermarket. I also managed to talk to some eyewitnesses who observed the thing that happened between 4 p.m. on 25th up to very end yesterday, and they had a narrative they gave me. When I went to the supermarket, that narrative was confirmed. Now this is the thing. When I arrived at the supermarket, I found that all the goods were more or less all intact. The sugar, coffee, ungangano, name it, all the properties which were there were all more or less intact. There could also be electronic things which were there, which were not taken. I even went inside the manager's office, nothing was taken. And you hope that normally when people are looting, the easiest thing to loot is money. The manager's office was never broken into, nothing was taken, even his computers were intact. He was even able to take the photos of those things. But I saw later that news came out that there was nobody in the supermarket, from Citizen, NTV, TV47 and the rest. I want to tell Kenyans that the story which is being told in the media currently is not true. This is what you need to believe. From the eyewitness report, people broke into the supermarket and entered, and he gives the number to be approximately 50 people, if not more. And after that, what followed was that the policemen tear gassed the place seriously. So there's a lot of tear gas that entered the supermarket. Unfortunately, that supermarket has very poor ventilation. And I'm sure you can go look at the walls, just look at the walls yourself. There's not even poor, there was no ventilation because the supermarket was locked by that time. That means that these people must have been suffocated by tear gas and died. When the policemen discovered that the tear gas in the supermarket when people are inside without ventilation was dangerous and the people are dead, then they came up now. Murkomen went on site, the policemen cordoned the area so that they can remove the bodies is when they allowed the media to go in. Why didn't the policemen allow the media to go inside with them at the same time? Why was the media entering the place around 6 p.m.? when they knew very well in the morning when Murkomen was there, there are bodies inside there. So don't believe that story at all. Secondly, we do not want photos taken by the media after the event. We want CCTV footage coverage from 25th, 4 p.m. until 26th, 6 p.m. uninterrupted, because the same way they deceived us that Ojwang hit his head on the wall and then could not give us the CCTV footages. It is when we got the CCTV footage of Mbagathi Hospital that the truth came. So that's where we stand. As far as I'm concerned, I'm asking Kenyans, if you left with anybody going for Mandamano, check whether your neighbor is there. Is there any missing people? Once we know there are missing people, the fact that I was told before I went inside, I didn't see any blood spots, so no one was shot inside the supermarket and died there. Also, the story that people were killed outside and brought inside the supermarket does not add up, because there was no spot of blood inside the supermarket. The only likely theory and the only likely fact could be that people died of suffocation from gas, tear gas thrown by the police, because there was no ventilation. So that's the truth. Now, the second thing I want to talk about